Greetings. Let us learn about how to reprocess an ERCP scope. The difference between a regular endoscope, either an EGD scope, colonoscope, enteroscope, versus an ERCP scope or an EUS scope is the presence of an elevator. And as you can see here, the elevator is up or down. And why is this important? Because material, proteinaceous material after the ERCP can get stuck underneath the elevator. That is very difficult to clean unless the technician takes time and cleans it properly. This becomes a source for infection. And as you can see here, because elevators are difficult to clean, infections related to ERCP scope have become a problem. And with any scope, if you do not clean properly and promptly, the proteinaceous material builds up on the channels and in the ERCP scope under the elevator, and the proteinaceous material becomes a soil for biofilm development, and this is dependent on the time. How long do you take to clean the scope after the procedure? The longer it takes, the more biofilm and the harder it is to clean that scope. And because of this, ERCP scope has been associated with a couple of serious infections. One is CRE infection, that is carbapenem-resistant Enterobacteria infection, a lethal infection. People have died from this type of infection. And another one is the multi-drug resistant Pseudomonas aeruginosa infection. And because of this, the FDA has come up with strict guidelines about how to clean the scope. And they've also asked the manufacturers to change the design of the endoscopes. And they did. And they changed the tip of the ERCP scope either by putting a cap that could be removed and easy to clean, or insert a new elevator mechanism for each procedure. And some have come up with a disposable scope. Here we will talk about how to clean a regular ERCP scope. When it comes to that, it's very important for us to follow the manufacturer's instructions for use. And one should refer to the IFUs for all equipment and solutions for proper disinfection. So let me take you through some overview and concepts about how to clean an ERCP scope in 2022. After the procedure, immediately after the ERCP scope comes out, it's important to do the pre-cleaning. Do not wait. Do it immediately. And as part of that, we turn off the light, and then the setup is there for pre-cleaning. It requires an enzymatic detergent, a sponge, an air water adapter, and a stop clock. So the first thing is you take the sponge and soak the single-use sponge in the detergent, and then clean the insertion tube from the top end to the tip until you remove all the contaminated material lying on the scope. So once you clean the outside of the scope, and then the next step is to clean the channels. Basically, there are three channels. One is the suction channel, second is air-water channel, and the third in the ERCP scope is the elevator channel. So when it comes to the suction channel, you place the endoscope into that detergent and suction the detergent for 30 seconds. And during this process, it is important to move the elevator up and down so that as you're suctioning the detergent, as you move the elevator up and down, it will get rid of any proteinaceous material under the elevator. So it's very important to do this. And once you completed the suction of the detergent for 30 seconds, next is you remove the scope and suction air for 10 seconds. This completes the cleaning of the suction channel. Next, we go to the air-water channel cleaning. And as part of this, you remove the air-water button and replace it with the air-water adapter. Air-water channel adapter now is attached, and you press it down so that you flush water from the air-water channel for 30 seconds. So important to flush it for 30 seconds. And then you remove the finger press on the air-water adapter channel so that you flush air for 10 seconds. So 30 seconds of water, 10 seconds of air. Following that, we remove all the valves and attach the elevator channel cleaning tubing, and that adapter is attached. And then what we do is we do three things. We take a syringe full of detergent, syringe full of water, and a syringe full of air. And we flush the detergent 3 times, then water for 3 times, and air for 3 times. And it will give a nice clean out of the elevator channel. Subsequently, we disconnect the tubings and then disconnect the endoscope and place it in the transport bin, nicely coiled with the right-left knobs facing up, and then transport the scope immediately to the high-level disinfection area. And here it goes through the several steps of checking for leak first, and then high-level disinfection process. I hope this is useful. Thank you.